traders from around the world, what's going on? It's Ricky Cadan back again with another real life stock review. Hope you guys are doing absolutely amazing. This market pullback is absolutely sensational. A lot of real life traders making a lot of gains on put options on this big pullback. Remember, you don't just have to buy shares. There are other opportunities that you can take, and there are other strategies that you can utilize in the markets that will make you money in the markets. So if you want to find out more about those strategies and what they are, hop on over to reallifetrading.com.au, sign up to the trading room, and you will hear all about them. But enough about that. Let's talk about the overall market. So the SPY, we did get a cute little gap up today, and we did trade higher. Now, what I expect to happen is I actually expect us to gap down the smidge, maybe to probably back down to the open. Similar to what actually happened to the price action back here. You can see we did get this inverted hammer and then a nice gap up and then a fade. So we kind of gapped up, faded, and then ended higher. And then we had this big gap down, right? And then the next day we gapped up, faded, and then ended higher. Then we gapped down, had this inverted hammer, gapped up, faded, and then went higher. So right now what I'm expecting is us to gap down, probably have somewhat of an inside day candle, maybe a little bit more consolidation, but I do expect us probably to roll over. Now this is quite important because if you take a look on the monthly chart, guys, if we take out the low of this candle right here, most likely we will come down to the 100 simple moving average. It makes a lot of sense. Here's your previous resistance as well, right here. So if we do break the lows of late 2018, just makes a ton of sense to go back down a little bit lower, and then we'll kind of wait and see where we go from there. Here's the E-minis, the S&P E-minis, and you can see in the after hours session we are actually trading a little bit lower. So I do expect this gap to occur. But all in all, we are coming back down to these lows, and it just makes a lot of sense that, you know, if we break those lows, we will go lower. Let's take a look at the VIX. Now the VIX is skyrocketing still. We're up at 84. We reached 84. Huge high. I mean, the market's volatile, so it's a great time to be selling options. But definitely, I did mention all the way back down here, guys, if you zoom back into that date, I think it was the 12th or the 13th of Feb, and take a listen to my stock review I did back then. I was mentioning we were due for a pullback, and it was a time to start protecting your assets. You would have been saved from this extreme volatility and would have made a lot of money on the downside on all your positions if you did so. So if you did, then well done to you. Let's take a look at Boeing. Now Boeing is just getting absolutely slammed. However, if you take a look at the monthly chart, we did come into the 200 simple moving average. It is a previous support level right here, as you can see. Now, if this level gets taken out, most likely we'll come back down to about 72-ish, or 75-ish. Back to these highs back here, guys. Yeah, if we do take out the 200, that's most likely where we will go. However, we are at a buy low location. If you are looking to buy long term, this is a great dip buying opportunity. We have technically given back all our gains from back in 2013. So 7 years of gainage, and then all taken out in literally 1 month. 1 month to 2 months, it's just been taken out. So huge pullback, a massive opportunity long term, guys. But in the short term, just wait for a little bit more consolidation before you do look to go long. Let's take a look at Urban. Now Urban also creating a 16-year low. I think it was 16-year low right here, reaching that just yesterday, I believe. It was today. Wow, it was today. We did get a nice little quick sell-off, huge little trapping candle. As you can see on the 5-minute, everyone just kind of sold off at open. We had this cute little sell-off right here at open, and then we did trade higher. So at the moment, guys, I don't see much bullishness in urban right now. It still is falling. Most likely, will probably roll down a little bit further. But all in all, it is a long-term dip buying opportunity. Here's Coca Cola. Now, as you can see down here, Warren Buffett's portfolio loses $80 billion on this down market. I mean, he did have some cash set aside. I think he had about 120 billion just sitting on the sidelines, cash for the crash, so to speak. And I'm sure he will be getting that $80 billion back eventually. But we did come back down here quite low. Take a look at the weekly chart. We did come down to the 200 and then we did bounce. So right here, guys, I mean, we are like a 30% pullback, I think. 30% pullback. So beautiful dip. We have had a big pullback like this in the past. Back in 2008, we did pull back about 37%. So I mean, this does look like we probably will start to consolidate at this level. Makes a lot of sense. And I mean, I'm still buying Coke, so, and a lot of restaurants and companies out there still use it. So Coca Cola is definitely not going to be going to zero, guys. But long-term opportunity looks really, really nice. Let's take a look at the All Ords. Now, the All Ords is just absolutely falling off a cliff. Having a few rests in between. You got a nice little rest, little rest, little rest, and another little rest. There is really no reason to take out this particular bullish candle right here. If we do take out that bullish candle, guys, I mean, we really have, if you take a look at the weekly chart, we have almost given back 4 years worth of gains from back in 2016. So almost 4 years worth of gains just taken out in literally like a month. So it is, this COVID-19 virus is very, very, it is destructive to the markets, and we are in a bit of a fear state. However, the smarter investors are looking at this as a long-term dip, and I hope you guys are too. So keep your eyes peeled on a consolidation. This is not going to V-bottom out of here like this or like this. It's not going to do this. So most likely we will kind of chop around sideways. If we do at this level, then maybe look, plan ahead, plan your future on how long you want to be holding your trades for. But if we do break down, keep waiting, guys. Just keep on waiting. You will get a great opportunity in the future. Here's CBA. Now, Commonwealth Bank is getting a little bit hammered. You can see here we did get this nice little bullish pop yesterday, and then we rolled over. So right now we really should not take out the low of this bullish candle. Obviously we can, but if you take a look at the weekly chart, sorry, not the weekly chart, the monthly chart, we did come all the way back down to the 200 simple, which was a previous resistance level, as you can see here. And from here, guys, if we do take out this particular low, I mean, where do we end, right? We've the next level of support after here is not until right here, which is another 30% ish, about 30%. So I mean, CBA holding up okay at the 200. We did bounce last time back at the GFC off the 200. So I believe that we most likely will just consolidate a little bit sideways at this 200 simple moving average and then trade higher. Here's Woolworths. Now, Woolworths, obviously the shopping is a bit mad at the moment. If you take a look at the daily chart, this was just an obvious short position right here. We did get this massive push up higher. And then a nice little reversal. They are saying that the checkouts are a lot busier today than what they are usually at Christmas time. So obviously Woolies is trying to just get their goods out as quick as they can, but they are obviously still making money. But we did get a really nice pullback. So on the weekly chart, you can see we came all the way back down to the 100 simple moving average and then bounced. But once again, guys, this was a long-term dip buying opportunity. I think you will get another opportunity for this to kind of trade back down a little bit. Maybe not come down to this low, but certainly, in this range here, I do believe on Woolworths. Speaking of their rivalries, take a look at Kohls creating an all-time high. I think this is one of the only stocks that I know in Australia that are creating all-time highs. We created an all-time high today. This is a selling location, guys. If you do own Kohls, don't be a buyer up here. Definitely be looking to sell. Look to take your profits. This is a selling location, so it most likely will come back down, fall from grace a little bit, and yeah, Kohls create a new all-time high. Very, very interesting. Here's crude oil. Now, crude oil slowly coming to a halt, hopefully. I mean, if you take a look at the weekly chart, you can see that we are back down at these lows. We did take some time to kind of bounce. We were down at these levels for about 4 to 5 weeks or so. So it makes a lot of sense if we kind of just chop around a little bit, up and down, up and down. But if we don't and we fall lower, then obviously the next level of support is probably not back until, you know, the low 20s. So just keep that in mind, guys. We are at a very low level on oil. Here's gold. Now, gold, I did actually mention this a few times that we were going to pull back from this level back down to the 100. This inside day bullish candle to me just is absolutely smashing. I do think we consolidate for a little bit longer, but I do believe that we will create some higher highs and some higher lows on gold. There is a lot of demand at the moment with the market being a little bit bearish, so gold usually picks up a little bit of strength in this volatile time. And last but not least, here's the Aussie dollar, and for the first time in I don't know how long this has been, but I think it's been on the monthly chart, we have not been this low since 02, 03. 02 or 03. We haven't been this low. So almost 20 years. We have had a huge dramatic drop. And right now we did actually crack the high 59s. So very, very interesting. The low of yesterday was 0.5958. And right now we're just consolidating a little bit. We're just kind of trying to find a little bit of balance. Most likely we'll have a nice little bullish push and then probably just another lower low, consolidate, and see what goes on from there. But that's all I've got for you today, guys. If there's anything else you want me to look at, any more tickers, leave it in the comment section below. And if you haven't done yet, check out reallifetrading.com.au. Sign up. It's a great community to be a part of, and we will help you get through 2020, get through this whole COVID virus, and we will bring you out on top after all this volatility goes away. And we'll actually teach you some great strategies that you can utilize in this market. So it's a win-win. Alright guys, I'll be back on Friday with a real life stock review. And remember, love life, live life, and trade it. I'll see you all soon. Bye.